Okay, now we're working on the hands here. So let's go a little deeper here and cut that out. What we're cutting up to that line, probably a little further and a little bit here, but so, and about the same on the other side. Their hands go kind of, they're not, it tapers towards the end of their hand there, so. Okay. Alright, now what I'm going to do is keep going here a little bit. Now also the other thing we're going to have to do is going to be kind of tough is to dig some of this out from the bottom and from the top here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make this a little bit wider here at the bottom. So we can get up here with our knife or gouge and try to dig some of that out. Alright, so we'll work on that a little bit later. Some of this stuff you're going to have to do offline because I can't do it all online. So we're going to round this off a little bit. A little bit further. Alright. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to taper this in just here in the corner a little bit. Just going to taper that in just like so. Like his hands are wrapped around it. Okay. A little bit on this side. Just like that. Okay? We're going to do the same thing there. We're just going to taper that off, those corners off. Alright, now I'm going to try to dig some of this out, and that's going to be kind of challenging. If you really don't have to, but you can. I need to find a different tool for that. That you may want to use a gouge to get up in there, other than a knife. But if you want to dig at it with a knife, you can certainly do that. But okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to just start rounding this off. I always like carving stuff out of one block if it's possible. Not all carvings can you do that, but this one I really do try to do it into one piece here. The Pilgrim I did that way, and the Leprechaun, you know, I find it easier to cut it out than trying to attach everything. And some people are very good at putting things together and making it look really good. And sometimes you have to do it to make it look good. But okay, I'm just gonna put a little indentation right here at the end, just like so. You'll see. Like that. That's a round nut there, so going underneath. Okay, and just trim that off a little bit. There you go. Take your time scooping that around. Now let me just run over here and get another tool for a second. I think I have one sitting up here. Maybe not the one I'm looking for. Let me keep looking here instead of turning everything off and flipping everything back on. If you have a little sweep like this, it will come in real handy. What we want to do is just kind of work our way in there See how I'm working my way in up through the arms there? And just be careful you don't hit the face on the other side. Just kind of take your time. This is probably the only time you'll see me use one of these. You can do it with a knife. I'm not saying you can't, but I'm doing this for a little bit of, you can go a little bit quicker. And I only buy the tools, folks, that I need. I don't buy a whole lot of this stuff. Now this came in with a see how we're getting that out? This came in with a set. Usually I'm not fond of sets. There's a couple of these I bought. I can show you real quick. I bought when I needed a larger sweep. Now this one, for instance, cost me about 20 bucks, but I used that a lot when I did the eagle or doing wings or anything like that, or anything that needed a little bit of a curvature to it. This one here has a little more of a curvature to it. Just showing you here. For those folks that are new, I'll hold it against that. You can see a little bit better. See, there's just a slight curve on it so that I can get up in the middle here. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just going to keep digging from one side to the other until we get through there. See? We got through. And I'm just going to take my time. I'll probably do more of this offline here and get that out of there a little bit better. And then I'll use my knife to get in there a little bit better. But you really do need to separate that. It will make it look better. Okay? Really, it's just controlling your blade, you know. I'm using my thumb here. Let me back this out. I'm using my thumb here to kind of control how far I go. See? See how I'm doing that? And you can just keep working on that piece and, you know, doing a little bit from each side until you get the right stuff out. But you want to just be careful when you do this, okay? Just take your time. Don't rush through it, because you don't want a bunch of jabs up into the neck area. Even though you won't see that when you have this up like this, this is going to be tapered in even more right here. So, you know, I'm just going to try to get that hole a little bit bigger, a little bit wider, and then I'll show you this when I come back. Alright, so we're working on getting his feet up together and stuff, okay? Alright, we'll be back.